Hello and welcome to the chapter number 1 of this podcast, Barcelona Guide, a podcast created to help you on your visit to Barcelona. I am José Gómez, the founder of Looking Barcelona, a company where I provide tours to discover the city. Today, we will talk about Gaudi, the amazing architect. Why Gaudi is still today admired in the whole world. Why thousands of people comes every day to Barcelona to know Gaudi's houses. Gaudi worked in an artistic wave called modernism. Modernism was characterized by color, fantasy, stained glass windows. It was an artistic wave that ran out in all Europe. At that time, at the end of 19th century, beginning of 20th century in France, was called Art Nouveau in England, modern style. Gaudi was ahead to his time. He applied some techniques as some kinds of models, upside down models, formed by small bags to calculate the weight of the building. He invented also some kind of art. He was inspired by nature. He said, "My teacher is the tree that there is outside my workshop." He studied nature and after he applied nature in his work. You can see in Gaudi's columns that looks like trees or Gaudi's roof that are as the back of a dragon. But let me tell you a little bit about his life. So he was born in Reus, a small city located in the south of Barcelona. The 25th of June of 1852, and he died the 10th of June of 1927. He was 74 years of age when he died. When he was a child, he was a sickly child. He had strongly joint pains. He had an illness that is called as juvenile rheumatism. The doctor recommended to Gaudi that he had to play with his hands. This is because years after, when he was an architect, he liked to do models with his hands, models made by plaster. His father was a craftsman. He did boilers cooking. For Gaudi's parents, the education of his son was very important. So they sold a land plot to pay the university to his son. When Gaudi was just 16 years of age, he moved to Barcelona to study. Barcelona at that time was very different of the city where Gaudi was born. It was a very dynamic city. It was at the end of 19th century, and it was the industrial revolution at that time. So factories, trade, and the new part of Barcelona was under construction. This new Barcelona was called Eixample, and today is known as Eixample as well. Eixample, in the Catalan language, means expansion, extension. It was an expansion of the city carried out in the 19th century. So the rich families in Barcelona, these families that were the owners of all these factories, wanted to move to this new area. So there were a lot of work in the city. Also, it was the origin of social inequalities. Workers worked many hours in factories, and factories were really dangerous as well at that time. So Gaudi was just 16 years of age. He was fascinated by the city, this Barcelona. He used to walk around the city watching everything. That time, he didn't have much money. So he finished high school and he started the architecture university. They were just 12 students in his class. At that time, he did all kind of small jobs, collaborating with other architects to earn money and to learn. So Gaudi, he didn't like the university. He found it very boring. He was a mediocre student. He studied on his own. He read to the English architects as William Morris. William Morris used ornaments in his works, and Gaudi studied as well to the French architect Viollet-le-Duc that used Gothic architecture style as inspiration, giving to the Gothic style another point of view. So he finished the university when he was around 26 years of age, and his teacher gave the diploma, the title to Gaudi, and his teacher said, I don't know if I will give the title to a genius or a madman. Time will tell. Obviously, Gaudi was not a madman. He was a genius. When he finished the university, he accepted all kind of jobs to learn and to earn money, of course. And one day, one glove shop located in Barcelona commissioned to Gaudi a show